On February 24th, 2013, this is Advanced, lesson number 6 on balancing seat bids in the pass-out seat. Green Bridge friends, Michael here at BridgeHands, and welcome you to another session where we're going to continue our lessons on competing in the balancing seat. Now, you recall from our previous session, when we're in the balancing seat, we want to go ahead and borrow a king from our partner. That is, we want to compete, not to sell out to the opponents beneath the 2 level. We want to count extras when we have things such as shapely hands, working honors, where we can use the law of total tricks to our advantage. That is where we have a good suit by ourselves or a good fit with our partner. We want to take a look at some other things also, such as the vulnerability. How are we doing on the risk reward? What type of competitive format is this? Is this a rubber bridge, a international match point type of format? Or are we playing straight match points duplicate bridge, where we certainly want to compete and push whenever we can, where we're not as concerned about those game bonuses? So in this session, we're going to take a look at not so much of the pass. We recall we did that when we have like less than 8 points or so, not very good values. Even after we borrow a king, we don't get our 12 points or so. But we do have those things where we can make a 1-level overcall where we borrow that proverbial virtual king from our partner, 3 points or so. Or maybe we have an opening hand already. We looked at those things where we have a balancing seat bit of Notrump, where we have about 12 to 14, 15 points. We borrow a king from our partner, and we have a equivalent of 1 Notrump opening hand. Then we have the situation where we have those type 2 doubles. That is where we double with shortness in a suit, expecting our partner to bid that short suit. And when they do, we bid a new suit, which shows that we have a big hand. Now, normally that's about 18, 19 points or so when you're in the overcall seat. But when you're in the pass-out seat, you can borrow that king from your partner and say, okay, we have enough to go ahead and show a medium hand, that 15 to 17 points or so. So let's go ahead and take a look at some variations and see how we do today. Well, okay, on our first hand, West will be the dealer and has a nice 5-5-2-1 shape. It's ace, queen, jack, 10, 9 in hearts. Very good suit. Only missing the king. In clubs, another 5 bagger. It's queen, 9, 8, 5 times. Singleton, jack of diamonds, no help there. And a queen, 9, doubleton in spades. Got possibilities. So sure, we have an opening hand, and we have a 5-5-2-1 shape. So even if we had a point or two less, as long as we have our rule of 20, that is taking a look at our 2 long suits, adding them up, the length is 10. We have 10 high card points. 10 and 10 is 20. We open. So we'll open the higher ranking suit, 1 heart. To the north hand, A4, 4, 3, 2. 4, 4 in the red suits. Queen 4 times in righty West's suit. Ace-king doubleton in clubs, 4 intermediate diamonds, and ace 3 times in spades. Well, that's 4 primary honors, 14 points. You want to make a call. You can't make a takeout double because you only have a doubleton in clubs unless you're playing equal level conversion doubles. Few play that one. You could make a 1 no trump overcall with king 4 times in hearts if you have 15 points. A few play it with 14 points, not many. If your partner in pass-out seat doesn't do too well with their balancing seat bids borrowing a king, you might want to struggle and make that bid. But if you're a good partnership player, you're going to say, okay, my partner will make a call if they have some points, so I'll pass, let my partner come in. Over in the east hand, sure enough, they do not have 6 points. They have a 5-3-3-2 shape and 3-3 small in the clubs and in the spades, the black suits. Ace 9 5 times in diamonds and 2 small hearts. It'll be a pass. To south, who has a 5-3-3-2. King, jack, 10, 8 spot 5 times in spades. Nice suit. Ace, queen, 10 in diamonds. Chance for repeated finesse. Jack, 10 3 times in clubs. No good. Well, the 10 might make some worth to it. And a doubleton in lefty West heart suit. So sure, you're going to open 1 spade, whether you need to borrow or not. You have 11 high card points, 1 distribution for your nice spade suit. You would have opened 1 spade anyway. Okay, back to the West hand. We want to pass? Well, I think you can bid 2 clubs, even with adverse vulnerability. I don't think they'll punish you there. And you do have a second suit here, so go ahead and show it. You can do it easily at 2 in the minor, 2 clubs. And to the north hand, well, now you want to come alive. Do you want a bid game? Well, wait a second. Your partner may have 8, 9 points or more. They might be borrowing from you. So although you can offer 4 and probably 5 tricks with a ruff in the club suit, no, I think you want to invite. Now, if you do 3 spades for invite, fine. If you Q-bid the heart suit to say my hand is so powerful, I can't even tell you what my hand is, do you have a full opener or not, then you can Q-bid 2 hearts. If you Q-bid 3 hearts, I think that kind of sounds like I want to play in 3 no trump if you have a heart stopper, so I don't think I want to do that one. So I think 3 spades, what most people would bid to say invitational. Okay, a pass to south. Yes, they had a full opener, 4 spades. Auction passes out, and the opening lead would be, well, you might catch your partner with an ace of diamonds. It's possible. So a lead is of a jack of diamonds. Low from the dummy. East, do you want to go up with the king? I think not. You know your partner doesn't have the queen. It won't do any good for you to go up with the king. It's just unfortunate you didn't have the ace. So, okay, you play a 4 of diamonds. I guess that's the best you can do to show encouragement, but looks like a singleton, right? So they win it with the queen in south. Yes, we like that is south. So our strategy is, well, we see we've got 4 and 3 in diamonds, and they're leading the suit. We want to pull trump, right? They're going to try to ruff a diamond suit on us. So right away, we're going to play a spade, a low spade up to the aces. Fine, they both follow. We have 8 in spades. They have 5. They play 2, 3 left. And this south plays a low spade to finesse to the 10. We'll come back to that. It's won by the queen over in the west hand. All right, they're happy to have got it with queen doubleton. Don't know that could be tripleton as far as south is concerned. So I guess you see the dummy. You don't want to play the clubs with ace king tight. You might play the queen of hearts and see if you can fake them out and get 2 hearts. You know, play a queen of hearts and then go with the ace of hearts and a 3rd heart. Sometimes might catch them. So queen of hearts, no, they covered with the king. Good. No reason not to. And okay, now that you've won that trick, you can have an opportunity to play that 3rd spade, or you can ruff a club, which I think is probably the better play. So ace of clubs, king of clubs, everybody follows. Not likely it's going to get ruffed right away because you were just 3 and 2. You have 5, they have 8. And we'll come back to our south hand with a low diamond to the 10, and sure enough, it holds. They didn't have a 3rd spade over in the west hand. Remember, they showed 2 hearts, didn't they? They showed hearts and they showed clubs, so it's not likely they're going to have 3 spades. Okay, so the finesse worked great. We can now play the 3rd club. Sure enough, that jack 10 3 times didn't win anything, did it? So we were able to ruff anyway. So okay, cool. That worked nicely. And at this point, we can play a diamond to the ace. We know the king, once again, is over by the east hand, but we don't need to worry about that anymore. And we can play our top spade, pull out that last spade. And at this point, we can play a spade, a spade. They're going to keep their heart, and they win the 13th trick. So, okay, we have 11, and east-west have 2. So we made an over trick, but we missed a trick. Did you see that? You have to count for this. Sometimes we have to count the suits. This time we have to count the high card points. And we have 11. Partner north has 14. 25. We have an opening hand over in the west. 12 points or more. And when they led the jack of diamonds, it wasn't from king jack. That would have made sense with our ace queen 10. So you knew that the king of diamonds was held by the east hand. Knowing that, then the opening hand west had to hold the queen. Could be queen 3 times. Not likely once they started with a heart and then they came back with a club. It is possible, but I think you're better off to play for the drop of queen doubleton. So as we play this hand, fine, win the queen and start playing the spades. a low to the ace, but a low to the king, I believe, is probably what you want to do there, right? I know that if the bidding hadn't gone the same way, the lead wasn't the jack of diamonds, you wouldn't be able to do it. But where are the points going to be for them to have 12 points or more for their opening hand? Could be on shape, I suppose, but not likely when the king of diamonds is held over by the east hand. So, okay, not likely we're going to make a slam anyway, but in match point duplicate, always look for that extra trick to get a high board. Okay, next hand. Well, okay, bridge friends, that completes our lessons today. I hope you enjoyed the show, and as you'll recall, we've taken a look at 4 different scenarios now. We looked at the situation where we just have no bid, where we have less than 8 points. Even borrowing a king won't help. We have no opportunity to scramble based upon distribution or anything. Or maybe we just have a long trump suit in lefty's opening bid suit and little else, and we're just better to penalize them at the 1 level. Then we have the situation where we have our overcalls, where we can make a 1-level overcall. Maybe we have to borrow a king, but we don't have a really strong hand, in which case we could do that type 2 double. In the pass-out seat particularly, we don't need to have 18, 19 points because we're borrowing the proverbial virtual king from our partner. Then we had the situation where we could bid 1 no-trump, where we once again borrow the king, rather than have 15 to 17 points like we need to in the direct seat. In the pass-out seat, we can have about 3 less. But we might have to go a little bit higher because in some cases we just kind of have a flattish hand. Okay, so coming up to a theater near you at BridgeHands, we're going to take a look at, we make a 2-level overcall, maybe in 2 of a minor after it's 1 heart comes around us. We need a little bit more energy, a little bit more pizzazz. We can't borrow a full king when we're going to come in at the 2 level. Then we have those situations where we can make some jump bids in the pass-out seat. What does that mean? If you make a 2-level bid in the 4th seat, what does that mean? In both situations, it should be something more than a minimum hand. Situations where we bid 3 level at the opponent's suit, looking for a 3 no-trump stopper. Interesting. Or we just go right to 3 no-trump where we do have a stopper and probably a very long-running minor suit. We'll look at those in a coming lesson. So I hope you enjoyed the show today. We're great to have you here. And as always, thanks for coming to BridgeHands, and we'll see you again real soon. Happy bridge trails to you. Bye now.